Whether we're driving or riding along, we can spend a lot of time in the car on the way to our destination, so it makes sense to have a cabin equipped with a high quality audio system. In today's video, we're going to take a closer look into the different options that are available on our cars, and I've picked out a few to show you. To start, we have the BMW, specifically the 4 Series Grand Coupe. This car provides great power and comfort, but since we're talking about the speakers, let's get into it. Harman Kardon have had a long-term relationship with BMW, and other manufacturers have used this brand too, such as Mercedes. However, it is mainly associated with BMW, but since we're talking about the interior, let's jump in. Founded in 1953, born in New York, Harman Kardon took the name from Sidney Harman and Bernard Kardon. Even in the early stages of the business, they made their mark into the automotive industry and have continued to be a well-known name in the car world. Harman Kardon have been the go-to provider, delivering an immersive experience in the ultimate driving machine. However, you can find the Bowes & Wilkins in the newer models, which is another excellent option. As the driver, you can expect one of the best sounds in this car. To my right, there's a tweeter which is fitted into the door, giving it a seamless finish. But if you don't know what a tweeter is, don't worry, I didn't know until filming this video either. A tweeter is a speaker that works alongside other speakers, such as the bass and the treble, and a tweeter is known for producing clear and sharp sounds. So when combined, they create an overall great sound experience. So you get 2 on the front of the doors in this car and also another 2 in the back. So if you're driving on your own, you get 2 in each ear. Now, what is sound without bass, right? In this car, you'll find plenty of bass and treble, as well as the subwoofer in the middle. You've got more speakers in the door cards, as well as the tweeters, and this is replicated in the back as well. So even if you have a small 1 Series with a smaller engine, people will hear you come in thanks to Sidney and Bernard. In this BMW, we are all about sound quality and convenience. You have got the volume button just here, but if you're a classic BMW driver, you won't be able to reach it. But the good thing is we have got it on our steering wheel as well. On here, you can adjust the volume and the mode, which is displayed on your full digital dash, and also the touchscreen infotainment system, which we'll go into more detail on. So if you want to feel like a DJ, you can change the settings of the bass and the treble through the infotainment system. You also have the additional option to project the sound into the front or the rear, and if you have the Logic 7 surround system on, it gets even better. It spreads the audio to all of the speakers, making it feel way more immersive. So combining the power of the engine, the comfort of the seats, and the crisp sound of the audio, this is the ultimate driving machine. So behind me, I have the Audi A3 facelifted model. This is the S-Line design, and with this you get some pretty trendy LED daytime running headlights. You also have the honeycomb design grille. So next on our list is the Bang & Olufsen sound system. Their partnership began with Audi in the early 2000s, and they've been going around for 100 years. So on the interior of the Audi, it's very nice, comfortable design. It's also very minimalistic, but you do still have buttons, luckily. So the Bang & Olufsen advanced sound system is actually housed in its own sturdy sealed cabinets, meaning it's not a part of the car's frame. This significantly reduces chassis vibration and enhances the overall audio experience. So in other words, you can enjoy the overall sound experience rather than listening to the wind and road noise. So now you know what a tweeter is. We have one on either side of the pillars. On the dash, you have a subwoofer in the middle, 2 additional speakers either side, and another 2 on the front door cards. This is also replicated in the back, so in the front alone, we have 9 speakers, which is more than enough, I should hope, for the driver and passenger. Also, the sound badges on this car are very minimal, so you might miss it when looking for it, but you won't miss it when you hear it. So in the Audis, you have the full multifunctional steering wheel with the buttons just on the right-hand side. Those control the volume, the station, and the tracks, and whether you're a radio person or Bluetooth, you can adjust that there too. This displays onto your full digital display dash, which is also on the infotainment system, which I'll talk a little bit about later. And then you also have the volume button down here. You do have physical buttons on this, but most of it is a touchpad feature. So if you're like the cameraman and you're wearing gloves, you can't really adjust it. It's a bit. So over to the touchscreen infotainment system. This is where you can display and control your maps and your Apple CarPlay. You also have the option to adjust your bass, treble, your fader, and also the subwoofer that's in the front. So whether you'd like to position your music in the front or the rear, you can do that too. So overall, the Bang & Olufsen sound system is very, very good quality. However, controlling it, well, it's good in some parts. I'm not a lover of the little touchpad here. It's a little bit tricky. However, luckily I can control it on the multifunctional steering wheel.
Looking to buy your next car? At Big Motoring World, we have thousands, yes, thousands of cars across our forecourts because we're big on choice and we're big on what matters to you. Now, if you're looking to sell your car, we will give you a 7-day guaranteed valuation if you sell the car to bigwantsyourcar.com. This means when you send us a picture of your car, we don't chip you down on price like some others. And with no admin fees and instant bank transfers, you get the money straight away. Cha-ching! And did I mention that we also pick up your car free of charge?
Next up on my list is the Mercedes-Benz, in particular the sophisticated A-Class. Want a fun fact? Of course you do. Burmester Sound is a German company, and what better way to enjoy it than in a German car? Let's jump in. First impressions inside this car, it's a really great place to be. If you'd like to find out more information on what the A-Class has to offer, click the pop-up button just on top of my head. Even though the car is smaller in size and so are the number of speakers, this is a perfect example of less is more. Onto the speakers, compared to the Audi with the Bang & Olufsen sound system, you do still have the subwoofer and the tweeters in the pillar the exact same. However, you are missing 2 speakers either side on the door card, but you still have the main ones down here too. Founded in 1977 by Dieter Burmester, Burmester have had a long-term relationship with Mercedes-Benz, especially in their higher end models, such as the one that I'm in now. Apart from the all-important ambient lighting, the sound system is one of the other reasons that people would go for a premium or a premium plus over an executive model. Compared to the BMW, your multifunctional steering wheel does have quite a few more buttons. On the right-hand side, it controls your dash, and the left-hand side controls the infotainment. You can also adjust the bass, treble, and the position to your liking. The infotainment system on this one is touchscreen, and you also have the additional option of the touchpad as well, so depending on your preference, you can use both. To the right of the touchpad, you have your volume control wheel, which compared to the BMW and the Audi, feels nicer to navigate. It sounds weird, but it does make sense. Also on your display, you have a better indication of your volume level too. Combining the ambient lighting and the high quality of sound creates a great place to be for those longer drives. And last but not least, we have the Meridian sound system. This can be found on most Range Rovers, including the Evoque that I have here. The Meridian sound system is based in the UK, just like the car. Meridian have had partnership with Jaguar Land Rovers, and over a decade later, they still continue to deliver high quality audio. Land Rovers are made all over the world, including the UK, but are now owned by Tata Motors. When comparing the layout of the speakers in this car compared to the ones that we've already looked at, you've got the tweeters, which match the Harman Kardon sound system in the BMW. They look pretty similar, and they're also in the same position as well. On the door cards, you have the additional 2 speakers on the front driver's doors, which is the same as the Audi Bang & Olufsen. However, in the back you are missing 2 speakers, but you still can't complain with the good sound system. And then in the front with a bigger car, you have a much larger subwoofer, but who can complain? And as for the branding, it matches the rest of the car, being very minimal. So all of the speakers, when put together in the car, contribute towards a quieter cabin so you can enjoy your music. The same with the others that we've looked at as well. You've still got your multifunctional steering wheel, and this does control your full digital display dash. Onto the infotainment system, this is slightly easier to navigate than the others that we've looked at. It is touchscreen, and also you can control your bass, treble, subwoofer, and also the position of the music as well, but it's all on one screen, so no scrolling and messing around. And then you've also got your standard volume button on here as well, which is what we like. Overall, this is a well put together car. With the number of speakers, the comfort of the seats, and just the look in general, it's pretty good. And a bonus feature, it's not audio related, but it is pretty cool. You also have the option to change your classic rear view mirror to a camera, so if you're tech savvy and you like things like that, you have the option to do that too. So there you have my comparison of the different sound systems and audios available in our cars. My personal favourite was the Mercedes, but whatever you pick, we're big on choice and we're big on what matters to you.